Okay, Jack, just be a minute. Got my windows open. It's breezy outside. It's warm, but you'll be all right. It won't be long, okay?
I'll just be a minute, guys. Hey, Jack. Let's put you inside somewhere safe. Good boy. Come on. Some people mistakenly feel that they can leave their dogs in a car on a warm day if it's comfortable outside to them, or if there's a breeze and they leave the windows open a little bit. But they don't realize quite a few things, and I wanted to illustrate some of the dangers of leaving your dog in a warm car. So with the help of this thermometer, the outside temperature is around 74 degrees, and we're going to watch that temperature in the car rise disproportionately to the temperature outside while we sit and talk. Well, it's been about 5 minutes, and it's already over 90 degrees in here. Whew. Now for me, my body temperature starts off at around 98.6 degrees. Jack's body temperature starts off somewhere between 100 to 102 degrees. For both of us, the temperature of 105 is when we start having physiologic changes of heat stroke. It's a lot less of a change Jack's body needs than mine. It's been about 15 minutes, and the temperature in this car is now about 105 degrees, and I'm starting to feel a little uncomfortable. And if Jack were sitting in here, he might be feeling a little anxious as well, looking for his owner out the window, jumping from seat to seat, looking at things outside, and that's not going to help his body temperature. Jack can't perspire, and so he depends on panting and just perspiring through his paw pads in order to keep cool. And in a still car like this, even though it's breezy outside, the wind is not coming through these windows, and it's useless to him. Okay, it's been about 20 minutes, and it's 120 degrees in this car. Now, if Jack were in here, he'd be getting a little stressed out, I think. He'd be jumping around, and he'd be getting a lot hotter, and if someone didn't come soon to take him out, things could start getting really serious really quick. As time goes on and Jack is stuck in this hot car, this oppressive and stagnant car, he's going to start to have physiologic changes that go along with heat stroke. The first things we see in heat stroke are sloughing of the intestinal wall, and we'll often see in dogs who survive mild heat stroke, bloody diarrhea.
Sure, what works for you? Saturday. Sure, I can do that for you.
Okay, so it's been about 30 minutes in this car, and the temperature is about 130 degrees. Now, if this situation were to have continued for Jack, at this point, he'd certainly be beyond hyperventilating, and he may be close to collapse. His mucous membranes would be tacky. He'd be in serious distress at this point. And that's how we see a lot of dogs that come in with heat stroke. Beyond collapse, we can see changes in the coagulation profile of these animals where their body starts to throw tiny little clots in all the organ systems that use up the clotting factors. And then we start to see hemorrhage in different organ systems. In the skin, we see seizures from hemorrhage in the brain. We see hemorrhage in the cardiac muscle, intestines, liver. And then we'll start to see, we'll see bruising in the skin, edema in the skin, and this is life-threatening, very difficult, if possible, to correct in an animal. This is a serious problem, and thank God Jack's not in this car right now.
Hi, I'd like some information on preventing heat stroke in my dog.
Actually, if you give him a lot of water and give him a cool environment as possible, well, don't leave your dog in the car.
OMG, what took you so long?